Hello everyone and welcome to iAccelerate. Today we are going to show how to install pip on a Red Hat EC2 instance. Pip is a very useful utility which helps us install a lot of additional Python packages which do not come as a part of default Python installation. For example, if I want to use AWS CLI from a Red Hat EC2 instance, I would need pip to install AWS CLI. So pip is actually a very useful utility. Let's go ahead and start doing it. So I am logged into my AWS account, and let me go and try to spin up a Red Hat EC2 instance. So I go to the services EC2 and click on launch instance. I'm going to go ahead and select a Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.5 64-bit free tier eligible instance. Go ahead and select it. I'm going to select T2 Micro, which is free tier eligible. Click on next. I'm going to select the default VPC, default subnet, and click on next, which is add storage. 10 gigs is fine for our test purpose. Click on next, add tags. Click on next, configure security group. I'm going to select from an existing security group and we'll just go with the default one for now. Click on review and launch. It gives me a little security warning saying my security group default is open to the world, which is fine for our test purposes. Go ahead and click launch. I'm going to choose a key pair which I already have, which would be this one. Click on the acknowledgement and click on launch instance. Now as you see, that instance is spinning up right now. It might take a few minutes until this instance is up and running. So I'm going to pause this video until then. Okay, so our instance is up now. Let's try to SSH into this instance and try to install pip. So I'm going to select that instance, click on connect, copy this public DNS, and we'll log into this instance using putty. So I'm going to paste the host name here and select the key pair. Click on open. Okay, so we are at the command prompt. Let's type in the default EC2 user to log in. Click on enter and we are in. So now let's first see whether pip is installed on this box or not. To check that, just write pip and enter, and it will tell us pip command not found. That means pip is not installed on this box. So before we can install pip, we first need to install something called EPEL repo. EPEL stands for extra packages for enterprise Linux. So this EPEL repo is a repository which contains the install libraries for pip. So first of all, we need to get this repository from this HTTP location and then install this repository on our Linux box, and then we can install pip after this step. We will use the wget command to download this package from this HTTP location, but for that we'll first need to install the wget command. So let's go ahead and install the wget command here. Okay, so now wget is installed. Let's go ahead and download that EPEL package from that HTTP location using wget. Okay, so now we see that the EPEL repo package has been downloaded here. So now let's go ahead and install this using rpm command. Okay, so the package is installed. Now we are all set to install pip on this box. So let's go ahead and try installing pip now. Okay, so it says the installation is complete. Now let's double check if pip is installed or not. Now let's try running pip. Yeah, so we can now see that we are able to access pip from this box. Now let's try to install something using pip. Let's try to install AWS command line interface using pip. So what I would do is sudo pip install AWS CLI. Okay, so it's successfully installed. Let's check and verify if AWS CLI has been installed successfully using pip or not. So let's go ahead and test that. Okay, so I'm able to access AWS CLI and our pip is working on this box. So we have successfully installed pip on this Red Hat Linux EC2 instance. The steps would be first download the EPEL repo from the Fedora project HTTP location. Then install the EPEL repo using RPM, which is the Red Hat package manager. Once you have installed the EPEL repo, then you can go ahead and install pip using the yum install command. If you like this video, kindly hit the like button and share it. Thank you guys.